Hello, welcome back to some more of the Chosen. We got a covert action that is being ambushed while on this map, so no loss to worry about.
You've got no time to waste. Break cover and move to the extraction point on the
Will
double.
be no activation here initially. That's always a little bit awkward. Hiding behind this rock, hiding behind this thing, hiding behind here. Nobody knows. Sabina. This is just... Is the shadow of the tree? Just the ground being dark? And it's just a puddle or something? Okay, never mind. New game for me, right? I gotta explore the map first and the way everything looks. Think we're just gonna come out here and still don't activate them. Okay.
Tout de suite. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It's not tile scanning if you're not actually scanning the tiles. You see, this is tile scanning, you know, knowing whether or not the enemies are here or here in the corner, and then you see this, and then, although it's also not really tile scanning, it's just looking at your movement tiles, whatever. Look, you can't avoid it. It's just the way the game works.
Und los geht's. Sichtkontakt zu feindlicher Patrouille.
Ah, surprise, surprise, they're over there.
Heading out.
I would have thought you would not get line of sight there. A little bit awkward. That is an aggressive move by that sector commander. Well, let me just get rid of your friends.
Throwing grenade. This might be useful. We have multiple targets down.
And I guess then we get rid of you.
If you say so.
75% of the time we get rid of you.
I got it, right?
Cool. Need to find us some more friends to play with. Not yet, I guess.
Well.
You see, if we can get a chance to skulljack something, we should take it.
Affirmatif. Je couvre la zone.
Oh, okay. I'll wait.
Look, we're behind the thing.
J'ai des forces d'advent en visuel.
Shot.
All right. These should come in handy. Oh, he had a lot of guts.
I mean, so far this ambush is going very smoothly. I like it. We just need to find that last group. Ideally without them finding me.
Roger that. Got it. Moving.
Assuming they're somewhere in this area, generally.
I see.
Cool.
With the in over there, and Jet, do we do the airdrop again? I mean, I don't think we're gonna need all those grenades, but what else am I gonna do? I guess moving up a little bit more to be in range for the Skulljack might have been the right play.
Schon unterwegs. Ich sehe Advent-Truppen.
Der auch zu sehen
Sie
hier.
haben mich gesehen.
What's over there?
Yep, an easy flank on that guy. I think we can clean them up, so I don't care too much about your positioning. In case we can't clean them up, let's use a fire grenade instead of a regular one.
Grenade!
The burn on the one we're not guaranteed to kill.
We might need this. Oh, I definitely got that one.
A pretty long range flank. Maybe don't care too much about it. Maybe we just move next to him. He's burning, so we get the Blade Storm when he moves.
Positiv.
Good enough. And then we just need to take care of the drone. Chance. Shoot, no.
Un tir pour rien. J'aime pas ça du tout.
You had your chance.
You make it sound so easy. Revenge, huh?
Now, I'm kinda thinking, even though we're rocking this smoothly so far, we're gonna wait, or at least get the reinforcement wave and try to get a Skulljack in there. I'm kinda very much interested in getting more intel.
Haben wir danach gesucht? So wird's
I got
gemacht.
friends.
Oh, also completely lost, yeah, autoloader and a scope. And I knew that was crap loot, that was why I didn't bring it up. The Elite Scope Elite Magazine, that's the good stuff.
Ready to rock. Scanning. Je repars à l'attaque. Allez, allez, allez!
Time to show you how much stamina I got. Stamina.
Well, let's get it over with.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Well, we're not gonna kill everything on the Overwatch here, right?
Advent-Truppen gesichtet.
Jet is not in range. Any Skulljacks, and we don't have a team mate here.
Look, just stay out of my way.
If we can set up a stun on that guy.
Shit.
Then I would have gone for the
On my way.
Skulljack next turn, but I don't think there's a super reliable way to control these guys here.
Heads down.
Well, maybe next mission we get Skulljack in.
Wir sind die Besten.
Already there.
Commander. Allez, on bouge!
Yeah, we hear you. Woo-hoo-hoo!
I guess that'll be okay. Running.
So,
J'y vais.
Dedication.
Let's go.
You can pull back up. So we're not completely late to the party.
bestätigt.
Together
Teamwork
we're
and maybe a
strong.
command.
Not a problem.
So everybody's out next turn, one way or the other.
Ready to boogie.
Mehrere Feinde nähern sich unserer Position.
Sure thing.
Yeah, I mean, I
Alright.
could have just waited for the next reinforcement drop.
In Ordnung.
Do Skulljack there. We're only losing a little bit of willpower, which doesn't matter too much since we don't have any missions on the table. I just couldn't be bothered. Alright, good job everybody.
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements such as the one that occurred today. The Elders have total faith in our ability to overcome any and all threats to our
Good work out there, Commander. We're one step closer to taking back our planet.
Our actions have succeeded, and the Elders grow.
And we got promotions on both, that's
Commander,
great.
you'll be happy to hear our most recent covert action yielded some new intel on the Chosen.
The skirmishers respect your ways, Commander. Your
Right,
people.
let's handle the
fight
promotions
well.
first.
We are ready for more orders, Commander. We only await your choice.
Commander, our ring facility is currently idle. If we have the soldiers to spare, we should deploy them on a covert action with the Resistance.
I'm still waiting for the big payout here on the shooty technical. So far I'm not sold. Not sold so far. Here on the other hand, definitely gonna, well, are we definitely gonna get rapid fire? I'm always very much torn on this. We didn't take extra conditioning. So here's the thing, obviously. Hit and run or close encounters don't work when you run and gun. Right? And run and gun Killer Instinct is your big damage payoff. 50% more damage for the rest of the turn if you crit. So it kind of, in a way, makes sense to then take rapid fire, so you can actually maximize that critical damage. But in my experience, most of the time, you never get off in those run and gun turns. Your second rapid fire shot never leaves your weapon, because you're already doing so much damage thanks to Killer Instinct that the first shot from rapid fire, if it crits, kills the enemy. And then in the turns between run and guns, you kinda sitting there, you know. I'm a big close encounters enjoyer, that's what I'm trying to say. Now, do you have the mobility to actually make that work? You don't have a PCS yet, so we can definitely throw like advanced mobility for 3 more, putting it at 18. I think we're going for close encounters. Anyway, it feels counterintuitive with Killer Instinct, but I don't think on the Killer Instinct turns, I don't think you need the extra rapid fire damage.
Our influence with the Resistance factions has motivated them to share some new information on the Chosen.
We're looking at contacts. 6 out of 9, and we have a Resistance comms making. I think we're more than good on that. So Intel might be an option, but I also think with the current lack of missions, yeah, I'm looking actually on Intel. 81. It's not terrible. Let's get a troop column. Get ourselves a nice cozy troop column. Now, if I remember correctly, that's kinda close to leveling. Covert actions, basically. Up there. We have a lot of people that are getting into the tech sergeant, gunnery sergeant range, and now would be the time to run a whole lot of missions to get a bunch of promotions, but obviously we're not getting that. What's the threshold here? 173. So you have 5 XP away. Start to get those 5 XP then. Assuming you have decent enough equipment. Ah, that looks fine.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
Right, yeah, nothing much to do but to keep scanning here. Now I think the overall plan is gonna be, like, our income is more than solid, right? So once we get the next supply drop in, we should have spare supplies that we can throw up a network tower here. It's a little bit wasted since we already have the confident bonus unlocked. We don't need the tower for that, but we need to get cheaper contact costs so we can get in there to the black side. So that's the short mid-range plan.
Now operational.
Wasn't I still lacking a engineer for the last liberated region? Yeah, I think that's more important than putting in the resistance comps. So at the moment we are 2 power to spare, so we can't upgrade resistance comps unless we get another UFO for the last power point. Oh, or we could just do the Helium Conduit. Only have 41 cores, cannot really afford that. Oh well.
Power relay upgraded.
Just, you know,
Resistance
get all of that out of my
upgraded.
system. This is upgraded, this is upgraded. Shadow Chamber doesn't need any power. I'd still kinda think that if we can get an extra UFO, have 5 power to spare, then we can move 1 engineer from up there down here. That's like the final stage, but I think base-wise we're pretty much done. Bonds. Bonds, bonds, bonds. I know this is going to be a tier 3 bond. What is this? Let me actually see what the 10 is there. Yeah, that would be a tier 2. Like, I value upgrading tier 1 to tier 2 higher than tier 2 to tier 3. We have somebody with negative traits. Might as well remove that, I guess. Let me double check. What's this? Fear of fire. Just don't get burnt. Europe recruitment, okay, and Australia. That's both fine.
These findings will likely prove crucial to our on.
The aliens aren't going to be happy when they see we've got energy weapons just like theirs now.
Pew pew! Or maybe just pew. Whole bunch of plasma weapons. Do I have any preferences where I want to go first here in terms of plasma weapons? So I think usually I kind of take the shotgun late, but since we have a bunch of we did build a whole lot of plasma, no, not plasma, coil cannons and coil sniper rifles and not a lot of coil shotguns. Maybe
I agree.
going for the shotgun first.
Task, Commander.
Might be interesting here. Then again, that makes the chosen shotgun even faster obsolete-ish. Strength is up to 5 here, down to 4 over here. Now, first of all, that means now we're gonna run intel here. I think we continue running intel here. We just need to get some missions, man. We just need to get some missions. At least gives us some time for officer training. Went down to 3 even, okay.
Against the Elders, we find nothing but success.
Actually, don't. Well, no, yeah. Actually, let's send the same group out for. What's this? Eastern Europe that just went up to 5. We've done that earlier, huh? There's of course the thing that Templar missions do not have an ambush chance. Do I care about this though? Maybe I want ambush missions. Well, I'm thinking we're sending the same people out here on another covert action. It should be the promotion for Rebecca, should be the promotion then for Ghostly P, right?
My kind will do whatever is needed.
Setting course for the Australian sector.
It's like really kind of short infiltration timer for a troop column. Days, 12 hours. Let's see. I planned my training of officers and various and my covert action in a way that nobody is actually ready here. You have fire discipline training and we have a Haven advisor. We can get Vanya out of there. Yeah. Alright. This squad. It smells a nice friendly neighborhood sharpshooter. Leaves room for one extra. So why don't we? About utilizing that Arashi. So, dealing damage with this weapon heals you. Name, nobody cares. Handslayer aimer, you lose 40% of your max HP and 40% damage get reduced. Okay. Yeah, I hope we never get to see those secondary effects in action. We don't want the battle scanner here. What about here? Give you more of that. Katana, although we could probably give you a fusion blade. This gives you with every attack one additional damage boost for future attacks. Problem is just really that the base damage is lower. You're never shooting. Come on, just keep your SMG. It's fine. So it's 7 to 11 base damage, right? While your fusion has 10 to 14. So you kind of need to get free attacks in to break even with a fusion blade. It's not fantastic. I just, you know, we're bringing out the chosen weapons. It's gonna be fine. Go.
Sky Ranger,
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5.
Then we should definitely get a new Haven Advisor in here. Who's my highest ranking psionic? Who's available right now? Turtle. What do you mean promote soldier? Ever been sitting? Hang on a second. Am I sitting on a side promotion the whole time? Oh my god. That's embarrassing. Now we're getting in the lower psi ranks, I guess, if I want to have a psi. Any mystic. Let's be smart about this. You know, let's take the extra second. Look into the squad management. Which squads are currently, you know, in negative trade? You are a Haven Advisor. You finished your officer training. I guess we put Tito into that Haven. And this squad is effectively not working at the moment. Or we could take one of you guys. Yeah, no, let's take Tudor for that. Tito for that Haven Advisor role. Of course, it ends up being somebody who's running around the ship basically naked. You might be recruiting more people. Let's reduce the chance of them being faceless. Although you could also make an argument of, hey, don't you want faceless? That's another mission. And again, he's Master Sergeant. He doesn't need the mission XP. Alright. Let's scan Eastern Europe. Western.
Setting course for the Western European Ward.
Oh yeah, and there was a question regarding how many dark events do we have at the moment active? So a couple. Oh yeah, hey, look, I guess it's not a bad thing that we don't have any missions, because that's a one way to avoid alien infiltrators, right? Just don't infiltrate anything. Upgrading resilience, extra HP, lightning reflexes. I feel like the most dangerous ones are Hunter Instincts. You know, snakes getting extra damage on their flank shots. And Center Mass, just for them having more base damage. Although I think Center Mass is like one of those that is very guaranteed to go through. Like some of these, you can, like, technically you can counter any permanent dark event if you find the mission and you do it. But I'm fairly certain like things like the alien adaptations will just give aliens an advent more HP over time. They have such a short timer that you're very unlikely to find them. Like, this is kind of the more guaranteed upgrades that Advent gets over time.
Shadow Chamber now operational. New objective added.
With the Shadow Chamber fully operational,
We got the Shadow
we can
Chamber.
use its advanced decryption capabilities to analyze the Codex artifact recovered by our forces.
Problem is, anything done in the Shadow Chamber still costs intel to do. So, not something I'm looking into right now. But hey, we got it built, we got it out of the way.
Commander, we might have to do some cleaning, but we've still got room to grow here. We should consider building some new facilities.
Shen? Where do you have room to grow? I feel like that should have been that other voice line with, hey, we have an unstaffed engineer, we can have them working on construction, excavation, or staffing a facility, which, you know, 2 of those also are not true. Alright, give me a mission.
We are victorious, and the cause is advanced.
Stop.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
Alright. Threat assessment. Yeah, threat assessment. A little bit of a thing lately where I'm getting double right clicks, even though I'm only clicking once. It might just be my mouse starting to give up. Would be very sad. Although I can't really, I can't reliably reproduce it. It just happens occasionally. It's really annoying. We had that in the last live stream doing, when you're setting up squad, you know, putting the equipment in and then it registers as a double right click and you're back at the geoscape. Yeah, God damn it. Void, I guess it's time to take one of those, right? Even though we have a really long training time and I don't wanna... I want to put scientists in here. We might actually, after the storm gun, crack some things for intel. Getting that desperate now. Needs keep on bonding and training. Did I not set up a new covert action? And nobody's complaining? So focused on the promotions there. So Eastern Europe, right? Any chance that is going down here in strength anytime soon? Probably not. I don't think we will want to do that large supply depot. Or maybe we do. Maybe we just throw in some of our best people. It's only going to be 13 to 15, right? So I'm always very reluctant running missions in high-strength regions. You have more enemies to deal with, so that gives you less time to deal with the objective. And more importantly for me, always the factor is that in high-strength regions, reinforcements will come in faster. That's not an issue on a supply depot mission, right? The reinforcement timer, I'm fairly certain, is always very much fixed and doesn't vary with strength. And I say that, now I'm not so sure anymore. you know, between having a couple plasma weapons, with basic plasma weapons and shotguns at that point. And just generally having a bunch of Master Sergeants with nothing to do. I think we just get this going. Probably means we don't want any failure chance, but we can definitely take somebody here from the low end of the roster to fill out that covert action. No, not clear. Oh, we don't have an ambush chance. Okay, I don't need to worry about equipment.
My followers will lead this action to victory.
Amelia is also down to strength 4. I think we're gonna swap to Intel here. Anything else that's remotely useful in the proving ground? Plasma blasters.
We'll get started right away, Commander. I'll send word when the project is complete.
We're looking down here, 74%. Doubles the chance of new rebels being faceless. Can't wait to find a jailbreak. No, look at that, a regular mission. Not a terrible timer. Lib 1. Actually, for Lib 1, that's a fantastic timer. Okay. Any squad fully available? Not really. We're just gonna interrupt the Void Drift training and send you on a mission. Congratulations, you get to hand the first plasma rifle, handle, ammo. Okay, let me just fix you. And we're also very certain we have an unwavering stance for you. Cool. Planet mag, laser slide, even though you don't have cool under pressure yet, I'm fairly certain. And might as well fix you with a suppressor here. Gonna be a little bit of a rough timer. So yeah, hang on. I actually gotta check that again. That this is actually true, that we're actually losing mobility from the ammo slot and the heavy armor. That sucks a little bit. Right, so you are my Explodey Grenadier Overwatcher. We should have money, right? Ish. I think we can just afford buying plasma rifles. The bigger question is, are we gonna make the infiltration time? We have an elite suppressor here. It says it's 99%, so let's actually switch you out to the other elite suppressor, and that should do the trick. You have good throwing knives. So far I haven't actually given you pistol skills yet. Bullet targeting only works with primary weapon, not with pistol. There's something to be said to give you pistol, and maybe, I don't know, we could do something like red screen ammo. Then you can, you know, reduce the hack defense for my Overwatch specialist to hack something. I'm not feeling it. I think for now we're just gonna sit on the AP and send you guys out to a mission.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
Then we can remove that scientist here, since we're not currently training. And just like that, we are 100% down here on the troop column. Now with show of force, yeah, we're gonna get actually 16 to 80. Also, shadow chamber information. Anything I'm excited for? Not really. So, I guess getting another Archon Corps for the weapons is not terrible. But yeah, no Muton Elites yet here. But also nothing too scary. So we'll see how we'll handle this. And we'll look at that, obviously, in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.